What's up, everybody? It's the Welcome to the Show quick hit. It's the NFL draft. What's up, CT?
What's going on, Manny?
It is what it is, bro. I'm going to start the clock.
Nice.
Let's get to the headlines. Oh,
Okay.
son of a bitch. I did it again.
What'd you
God
do?
damn it. I changed the time on the clock, and I have to. I always do this. I'm sorry. Oh, my. Oh, no. Oh, I've done it again.
Reel it back.
And the clock has started.
Uh, I don't got much today. Dodgers legendary commentator Vince Scully has been hospitalized after taking a fall in his home, and I think he's doing a lot better now. There will be a golf match between Tom Brady with Phil Mickelson versus Tiger Woods and Peyton Manning. I might actually watch this because I think it's a pretty interesting. We're talking about like four legendary athletes in their own sport. And the funniest thing I think I saw today was Kurt Schilling and David Wells had a little bit of a Twitter feud. So I think David Wells was responding to a question that was asked of him to name a player that other players didn't get along with. And he was quick to say Schilling, and then Schilling tweeted back at him like, "At me next time, you little bitch," or
Yeah,
something
he
like
called him a
that.
bitch. And if you look in the comments, I saw that too, and I wanted to see because the way that you saw it on Bleacher Report, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Bleacher Report made it out to be like some sort of feud. So I went in to see if I could find like the back and forth or whatever. I didn't find any, but I did see a comment by Lenny Dykstra getting Kurt Schilling's back. Like, as a teammate of his with the Phillies, we loved it when Kurt Schilling took them out or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? Lenny Dykstra always trying to put himself in the middle
But
in the
you know
middle
what
of
though?
stuff.
The way that Kurt Schilling's post career has been, I could picture like just guys in the clubhouse not liking him, and that's okay. I mean, you don't have to
Yeah.
like the people you work with, but I could see, I can see it being a thing.
And fortunately, he was a pitcher, so he only had to take them out every fifth day. Probably didn't have to interact with everyday players all that much. So it is what
Yeah.
it is. Anything else?
Nah, man. Then
All right.
draft
Yeah.
day. I mean,
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that. I
okay.
have D. Gordon wins the Hutch Award for his project Incognito, which designs stylish mask covers, which come with an N95 mask, and proceeds from the sale of the masks he's donating to Dawn Rising, which is a domestic abuse agency in Seattle. So it's a twofold program. It provides masks to people who need the masks, and he's also helping domestic abuse victims. I
Nice.
have Tom Brady. This is a stupid headline, but I saw it. It made me laugh. He entered the wrong home. Apparently, he was trying to visit the offensive coordinator's house, Brian Leftwich, but ended up visiting the wrong house. So I was just picturing, like, can you imagine getting a knock at the door and it's Tom Brady? You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's wild.
Um, let's see. Mickey Mantle. There's a memoir released today by Diane Shaw called "A Farewell to Arms, Legs, and Jockstraps," a sports writer's memoir, and she details how Mickey Mantle tried to pick her up once. Apparently, he handed her like a card, and in the card it said "Wanna fuck," which is funny, but it's not. It's kind of disturbing at the same time.
It's both. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just she details like asking him, "Aren't you married?" And he said, like, for too long or something. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know, but not painting Mickey Mantle in a good light, especially the day after Bob Costas and Don LaGreca went after it on ESPN Radio yesterday. But
Did you
those
hear that,
are
by the way?
those are my headlines. I listened to it today on the podcast, and it was, yeah,
Bob Costa.
Bob Costas just took over. He just
Yeah.
didn't even let Don talk.
He went to bat for Mickey Mantle.
Sure
Definitely.
did.
Crazy,
Sure
man.
did.
Crazy timing.
So we have 6 minutes left. Let's talk about the draft for a few minutes, and then I have one more story that I want to get to.
Okay.
So the first three picks went as planned. Essentially, it sounded like the commentators expected,
Yeah.
exactly what they expected. Who was the first? Joe
Joe
Burrow.
Burrow.
Joe Burrow went to the Cincinnati Bengals with the first pick. The Redskins picked Chase Young, and the Lions picked Jeff Okuda. And then my New York Giants came up, and they picked Andrew Thomas, which I'm not gonna pretend like I know so much about Andrew Thomas or I've watched him in college or anything like that. But it's the first time the whole night that the commentators seemed a little surprised by the pick and felt like the Giants had better players on the board that they could have taken. I don't know if you have any takes on this, CT, but I'd like to hear it if you do.
Well, first of all, I lost my light. I thought this had more batter in it, so we're just gonna go natural.
This is a mom and pop operation, guys.
Yeah, I always look out. I always look out for those moments in the draft when the guys commentating on the draft are just like caught off guard, and for that to happen at the fourth pick was I found it pretty laughable. Well, I was surprised with Tua going to the Dolphins afterwards because I heard so many things about this kid's injuries and how unpredictable it is that he might re-injure it again, that I thought he would still be there when they picked later in the draft. I think at 18, they had another pick. So I was pretty surprised about that. But yeah, but the Giants one, I think there were better guys available at the time.
And I reached out to the guys over at the Hotheads podcast, and one of them said, I asked, what's the consensus on the pick? One of them said, hate it. The other one said, you need to protect Jones and Saquon, but you could have traded back and taken a great tackle and had more draft capital for some other area of need. Every other team has gone chalk, but the Giants.
And the thing is that we saw the Jets pick an offensive lineman, and I think was it the Buccaneers took an offensive lineman? I'm not sure, but the guy that the Jets took looks like a monster. So if they were going to pick a guy to protect the quarterback, I mean, why not go with that guy? It just seems like they went with the safe pick, not like a true beast.
I guess only time will tell. If we have football this season, we'll see what Andrew Thomas is made out of. I hope that my Giants made the right choice. That's all I'm saying. Your Bills don't have a first-round pick, right?
Nah, man, they don't. They traded out and they gave their pick up to the Vikings to get Diggs. So
okay.
And right now the Dolphins are on the clock. They need a quarterback.
All right.
Or they have a quarterback. They drafted Tua. This is the second pick that I was talking about.
While we're on the topic of the draft, if you're looking on the stream to this side, I'm pointing, you have the top 6 songs according to Genius, which is a music knowledge company, on NFL Draft Night since 2014. And as predicted, whose songs do you think gets picked the most as walk-up songs in the NFL Draft?
Whose song do I think gets played the most?
Not song. Which artist gets played the most?
Drake.
Drake. That's correct. And then
yeah, I would have guessed that. Yeah.
Okay, number 2, Drake has been used 18 times, Future 8 times, Rich Homie Quan 5 times, Meek Mill 4 times, Lil Wayne 3 times, and Young Thug 3 times. Have you ever heard of Rich Homie Quan? CT?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have.
Never.
I don't. I can name two of his songs. I know his one hit song that I remember from the radio if I hear it, but I honestly cannot think of another song right now. And I probably hear his song all the time if he's being used more than Meek Mill.
Probably heard a song from this kid. Couldn't tell you what it was. So let's play a quick game, CT. We have 1 minute and 41 seconds left. It's called Real Rapper, Fake Rapper. So your response is just real rapper or fake rapper. I'm gonna give you the name of a rapper, and you're gonna tell me if that rapper's real or if he's fake. And this is inspired by Rich Homie Quan because that name made me laugh when I saw it. I was just like, well, what is it with these rappers' names nowadays? But here we go. Are you ready, CT?
Yes.
Real rapper, fake rapper. Lil Drummer Boy.
Fake.
Very good. Adonis Morissette.
Fake.
Nice. Lil Waterbed.
Fake.
That's real. That's a real rapper.
Lil Waterbed? Oh.
Lil Waterbed, yeah. Rude Boy Giuliani.
Rude Boy Giuliani? Real.
That's a fake rapper. How about Young Kapoor?
Real.
Fake rapper. How about
Wow.
Lil Booty Call, aka LBC?
Fake.
That's a real rapper. Leaky Bands, CT. Leaky Bands.
Real.
That's a real rapper.
All
Sad
right.
Frosty.
Fake.
That's a real rapper. Speak Easy.
Speakeasy. Nah, that's real.
That's a fake rapper.
Oh man, that's
Molasses.
what was it?
Molasses.
Mola. Fake.
That's a fake rapper. And I'll give you one more. We have 8 seconds left. 8 seconds left. Afro Dizzy Jack.
Afro Dizzy Jack. Real.
That's a fake rapper. Time's up.
Wow.
Follow us
I
at
feel.
WT
I think
the
I did
show.
less than 50%.
Follow us at WT the show. I'm Manny. CT. Peace out.
Peace.